There is a tiny fly sitting beside your bathroom drain. Not a big one, not loud, not dramatic. Just a speck with fuzzy wings resting on the porcelain near the sink, or on the tile wall beside the shower, or on the wet metal ring of the drain after the water has gone down. You see one, then another. And because it is your bathroom, your first thought is simple. Kill it. You reach for the spray bottle. You slap one against the wall with a tissue. You rinse another one down the sink and watch it spin once before disappearing into the dark. And honestly, that reaction makes sense. Tiny flies in a bathroom feel wrong. They feel like dirt, neglect, something unsanitary, something that should not be moving in a place where you brush your teeth and wash your face. But stop before you spray again. Because those tiny faz da sido actenda efedeso. Me confishidaldo. Porque dal não dados vão te costal. People make the same mistake with drain flies. They treat them like the whole problem. They see the adult fly, so they kill the adult fly. They see 3 near the shower, so they spray the shower. They see 1 sitting beside the sink, so they wipe the sink clean. For a few hours, the bathroom looks normal again. No movement. No wings. No little gray bodies resting near the drain. Then the next morning, there it is again. 1 tiny fly, sitting in almost the same place, as if it came back from the dead. But it did not come back. It was replaced. That is the uncomfortable part. Your bathroom is not creating flies in the open. It is showing you the finished product. The beginning is lower down. Inside the drain, beyond the metal grate, past the place your fingers can reach, there can be a thin, wet, organic film clinging to the walls of the pipe. It does not always look like much from above. You may not see it when you shine a light down. The sink may look clean. The shower may smell normal. The tile may be spotless. But inside that dark curve of plumbing, a different surface can exist. A soft lining made from soap residue, skin oils, hair fragments, bacteria, bits of organic matter, and moisture that never fully leaves. To you, it is just a drain. To a drain fly, it can be a nursery. And this is where the story changes. Those little fuzzy flies are often called drain flies or moth flies because up close, they do not look like regular house flies. They look almost dusty. Their wings are broad and hairy, like tiny gray moths that forgot how to fly properly. They do not zip around the room with confidence. They hop. They drift. They lift off in weak, awkward bursts and land close to where they started. That weak flight is part of the clue. They are usually not traveling across the house from some distant mystery. When you find them resting near a sink, tub, shower, floor drain, or damp bathroom wall, they are often close to where the hidden breeding site is. That is why killing the ones you see can feel so pointless. You are swatting at the smoke while the pipe is still smoldering. Below the drain cover, females can lay eggs on the moist film. Those eggs hatch into small worm-like larvae that stay inside the dark, wet material. They are not crawling across your bathroom floor. They are not announcing themselves. They are buried in the part of the bathroom you almost never see. The adult fly is the visible ending of a hidden cycle. And the strangest part is how small the hidden world has to be. A bathroom does not need to look abandoned for this to happen. It does not need piles of trash or standing sewage on the floor. A guest bathroom that is rarely used. A shower drain with slow water flow. An overflow opening in a sink. A cracked area where moisture collects. A floor drain in a laundry room. Or a pipe with a buildup of organic film can be enough. That is why these flies feel so insulting when they appear. People think, but my bathroom is clean. And it may be. The surface may be clean. The mirror may be polished. The counter may be wiped. The tile may smell like cleaner. But the flies are not judging your countertop. They are reading the pipe. Here is the part that changes everything. The larvae are feeding in the film that you were never looking at. That thin slime inside the drain is not just a stain. It can become a living layer. A dark, wet skin on the inside of the pipe, holding bacteria, decaying residue, and microscopic life. To the larvae, that layer is shelter and food at the same time. Imagine a black tunnel under the sink. The water rushes through it every day, but not every surface is scrubbed clean. Along the edges, in rough spots, in the curves, around the overflow, and in places water slides over without fully scraping away, a film remains. Inside that film, larvae feed. They do not need your bathroom lights. They do not need open air like the adult fly on the wall. They stay tucked into the wet organic layer, hidden from the person standing above the sink, wondering why the spray is not working. So when you kill the adult fly, you may have done almost nothing to the place that made it. The fly is not the source. It is the smoke coming out of the pipe. Let that settle for a moment. That tiny insect you wanted to crush may be the only reason you noticed the hidden buildup at all. Not because the fly is welcome. Not because you should ignore a growing infestation. but because it is telling you something your bathroom cannot say in words. There is moisture here. There is organic film here. There may be a slow drain, a dirty overflow, a forgotten trap, a leak, a rarely used fixture, or a damp pocket that keeps feeding life below the surface. The fly is the message. And if you only erase the message, the condition stays. That is why drain flies can feel like a haunting. You clean the sink, they return. You spray the wall, they return. You pour something down the drain once, feel satisfied, and 2 days later another one is sitting on the tile, motionless, almost patient. It looks like the fly is stubborn. But the fly is not stubborn. The habitat is still there. The real action is happening where you cannot see it. Think about the bathroom at night after everyone has gone to sleep. The light is off. The sink is dry on top. The shower floor is cooling. Behind the drain cover, inside the pipe, the organic film stays damp. The larvae are still in it. The next adults are still forming. The cycle does not need your permission. Then, when conditions are right, a new adult emerges. It climbs from the dark pipe into the bright bathroom, weak and fuzzy, and lands near the opening it came from. That is the moment you see. Not the eggs, not the larvae, not the hidden film, just the tiny fly. That is why the thumbnail should bother you. The enlarged fly beside the open black drain is not exaggerating the story. It is showing the relationship most people miss. The body above the drain belongs to the world below it. And this is where people make the second mistake. They assume the answer is more poison, more spray, stronger spray, a harsher smell, a bigger attack on the visible insect. But spraying adult flies around the bathroom is like wiping steam off a mirror while the hot water is still running. It changes what you see for a moment. It does not remove what is making it happen. The more useful question is not, how do I kill this fly? The better question is, what is this fly pointing at? Start with the drain where you see them most often. Not every small fly in a house is a drain fly, and not every bathroom insect has the same source. But if the fuzzy little flies keep appearing near one sink, one shower, one tub, or one floor drain, treat that drain like a suspect. Look for the quiet signs. A slow drain, a sour or musty smell, a drain that is rarely used, a sink overflow hole that never gets cleaned, a shower that stays damp, a basement or laundry drain nobody thinks about, a leak under the vanity, a place where water and organic residue can sit together long enough to become a small, hidden ecosystem. Before you panic, understand this clearly. The goal is not to worship the fly. The goal is to respect the signal. A drain fly in your bathroom is not a monster. It is not attacking you. It is not there because it has chosen you personally. But it is also not nothing. It is evidence. It is a small gray flag planted on the edge of a dark opening. And the flag is saying, check below. So what should you do? Do not just keep spraying the wall. Do not pour random chemicals together and hope the smell means success. That can be dangerous, and it still may not remove the film where the larvae are feeding. Instead, think mechanically first. The hidden layer has to be disturbed and removed. The drain cover may need to be lifted. The sides of the drain may need to be scrubbed with a proper drain brush. The overflow opening may need attention. The trap or pipe may need cleaning if buildup is heavy. A slow drain may need to be cleared. A leak may need to be fixed. A drain that sits unused may need regular flushing so water does not stagnate. For small problems, cleaning the film is often the turning point. Not perfume, not panic, removal. Because once the nursery is gone, the adults stop appearing like magic. If they keep coming back after the obvious drains are cleaned, widen the search. Check floor drains. Check under sinks. Check around toilets for leaks. Check wet mops, damp grout, condensate pans, basement drains, and any place where moisture and organic matter can sit quietly together. If there is sewage odor, recurring backup, or a heavy infestation, that is no longer a tiny bathroom mystery. That is when a plumber or pest control professional may need to look deeper. But the first lesson remains the same. Never ignore the tiny flies. Not because the fly itself is powerful, because it may be the only visible piece of the hidden system feeding it. At the beginning, that little insect beside the drain looked like a dirty inconvenience. A thing to slap. A thing to spray. A thing to rinse away before guests came over. Now the same fly looks different. It is still small. Still unpleasant. Still not something you want multiplying in your bathroom. But now, when you see it resting beside the sink, you know it is not just sitting there. It has traveled from a dark, wet place inside your home that you were not paying attention to. It is the final shape of something happening below. And that is the part people remember. The bathroom did not suddenly grow flies. The drain sent a signal. So the next time you see one of those tiny fuzzy flies on the tile, Do not just ask how it got in. Ask what it came out of. Because the fly is not the source. It is the warning that something below the surface has already begun. If you have ever found these tiny flies near a sink, shower, or floor drain, tell me where they appeared. And subscribe. Because the next strange thing in your home may not be the problem. It may be the signal you were about to ignore.